Hey, have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt like you didn't quite belong? That strange discomfort creeps in fast, doesn't it? You hesitate to speak, smile awkwardly, and wonder if you should have just stayed home. That, my friend, is what a lack of trust feels like. Now imagine the complete opposite for a moment. What if you walked into that same room and felt instantly safe, welcomed, and understood? What if, from the very first glance, it felt like you'd found your people? Today, we're talking about how to create that magic. This isn't just about social niceties, it's about building spaces where healing becomes possible. How to build trust within group support, the foundation for real healing. Because here's the hard truth no one really says out loud. Without trust, a support group is just another awkward calendar event. But with trust, it becomes a powerful lifeline, a space where lives change and healing begins. A 2025 helpguide.org report found something fascinating. Emotional safety is the #1 reason people stay committed to support groups. Not the snacks, not the location, just pure emotional safety. And check out this powerful stat that really stuck with me. Groups with high levels of trust experience up to 35% better emotional outcomes. That's not a minor improvement. That's transformational healing. It's the difference between surviving and truly thriving. Another study from the Journal of Community Psychology confirms this even further. Participants who felt safe in their groups reported significantly stronger coping skills after just 6 months. They experienced noticeable reductions in anxiety and depression symptoms, and most importantly, they felt seen and supported. So, why exactly is trust such a game changer? Let's break it down. When people feel emotionally safe, they finally drop that exhausting everything's fine mask. You know the one, big smile, silent struggles. But safety lets them show up fully. They can share their hardest battles, grief, anxiety, addiction, trauma, without fear of judgment. That's when real human connection blossoms beautifully. Trust makes it easier for people to open up. And vulnerability isn't weakness. It's actually courage in action. When one person bravely shares their story, it inspires others to do the same. That shared vulnerability becomes a bridge, connecting hearts through empathy and shared understanding. According to Rosterfee's 2023 report, groups with high trust see 40% fewer dropouts. Think about that. People keep coming back. And when they keep showing up, that's when real healing and long-term progress happen. Without trust, people walk away quietly. With trust, they stick around for the breakthroughs. But here's the tough part. Trust isn't automatic. It doesn't appear just because you hope it will. It's something you build intentionally, moment by moment. So, how do we create that unshakable foundation of trust? Let's dive into the actionable steps. First impressions aren't just social fluff, they're emotional groundwork. If you're hosting or leading a support group, set clear, compassionate guidelines at the very first meeting. Let people know exactly what's expected. Confidentiality. What's shared here stays here. Non-judgmental. Listening. No fixing, no advising. Just listening with empathy. Respectful communication. Speak kindly and listen deeply, always. When people understand these expectations up front, they relax, knowing this is a safe space. Also, clearly define the group's purpose. Is this a space for peer support? Is it focused on emotional recovery and growth? Or maybe it's a place to learn coping strategies? When everyone knows the why, they show up better aligned. Clarity creates safety, and safety builds trust. If you're facilitating the group, listen closely. This part's for you. Your actions set the emotional tone for every meeting. Be transparent. Share your own experiences when appropriate. Be consistent. Show up fully prepared and start meetings on time. Model vulnerability. When you open up, others feel safe doing the same. According to positivepsychology.com, facilitators who share personal stories build trust 60% faster than those who stay closed off. That doesn't mean oversharing, but being authentically human. Your willingness to show imperfections helps others feel accepted too. Transcend Management's 2021 study uncovered 4 key pillars for trust. Let's walk through them carefully. Transparency. Speak the truth kindly. Be open and honest, even when it's uncomfortable. If something doesn't feel right, say it respectfully. Hey, let's pause. I think we need to check in emotionally. Consistency. Do what you say, always. If the group starts at 5 p.m., start right on time, every time. If you promise to follow up, actually do it. Reliability builds trust faster than polished words. Empathy. Listen to understand, not reply. Active listening is a superpower. Put your phone away. Make genuine eye contact. Ask thoughtful questions like, can you share how that experience affected you emotionally? People don't need solutions. They need to feel heard. Accountability. Protect group safety together. Hold each other accountable with kindness. If someone crosses a boundary, remind them gently about the agreed group norms. Hey, remember our agreement about no advice unless requested? Accountability isn't punishment. It's preserving emotional safety. You can't just talk about trust. You have to practice it. That's why it's crucial to include trust-building activities regularly. Start sessions with meaningful icebreakers. Go beyond shallow small talk. Ask deeper questions like, what's a recent challenge you're proud you overcame? Or, what's one truth you're scared to share but ready to say aloud? These questions cut through surface-level conversations instantly. Dedicate 15-20 minutes to uninterrupted sharing. One person speaks while others simply listen. No interrupting, no advice, just holding space. This reinforces mutual respect and emotional safety. Help members develop healthier communication patterns. Teach simple, non-defensive expressions like, when you said X, I felt Y. This helps prevent misunderstandings and encourages emotional growth. Let me tell you about the Healing Heart Support Group in Denver. They were struggling. Attendance was dropping fast. Members felt disconnected and emotionally distant. So, the facilitator introduced a new approach, started each session with a short mindfulness exercise, added dedicated reflective sharing circles each week, created a written trust contract everyone signed. Within just 3 months, everything changed dramatically. Attendance increased by 50%, and emotional connection soared. People felt heard, respected, and valued again. And that, friends, is the power of trust in action. Let's be real. Things won't always go perfectly. Conflict and misunderstandings are completely normal. So how do you handle these moments without damaging trust? Don't ignore tension. Acknowledge it calmly. Use neutral language to diffuse emotional reactions. Let's slow down and really listen before responding. Encourage people to speak from their own experiences. If trust is broken, be honest about it. Take responsibility where necessary and apologize sincerely. And most importantly, follow through on behavior changes. Trust takes time to rebuild, but it is possible. Recognize even the small victories openly. Someone's 10th meeting or first vulnerable share? Celebrate it as a big deal. Positive reinforcement creates stronger group bonds. Sometimes deeper connections form over casual events. Grab coffee together or plan a volunteer day. Shared positive experiences build long-lasting emotional trust. New voices can energize the group. They introduce fresh perspectives and healing tools. It also reminds members of their growth journey. At the core of every successful support group is one invisible thread: trust. It's the foundation that turns simple conversations into life-changing moments. Without trust, it's just people talking. With trust, it becomes a powerful space for transformation. So, whether you're leading or simply attending, make trust your absolute top priority every time. It won't always be easy, and it definitely won't be instant. But with patience, kindness, and consistency, trust becomes the bridge to healing. And when trust is present, healing doesn't just feel possible. it becomes inevitable. If this resonated with you, hit subscribe, drop a like, and share it forward. Together, we can build stronger, more connected, and emotionally healthier communities.